Hello everyone, this is Simon Bear. I have arrived at Toronto airport. In the following days, I'm going to fly back to China. But before I get to take on that flight, I have to go do some tests, get myself some proof that I'm safe to go back, as well as I'll film down the entire procedure of going back. What do I need to do, how's the test is like, and what's the entire process of me going back. First of all, let me get my car. So, in Toronto. Where do I go?
First door outside, right here 50 outside, and you're gonna see the office. Okay?
That's not bad.
Welcome back to Classical Mornings. Here's some Bach from the Brandenburg.
Ready? Bit shaky. Thank you. So I'm pretty excited about going back to China this time because I haven't been home for Lunar New Year for at least, well, almost 6 years. This time, because of the coronavirus, we had to do like online courses. Well, it's sort of like an opportunity for me to get back to China, unite with my family. After almost 6 years not being at home for the most important holiday. Right now it's 9 o'clock and I'm heading to the hotel I booked in Toronto. I have a reservation for a couple nights.
Can I get the last name, please?
Sorry, what did you say?
Can I get the last name, please?
Chen, C-H-E-N.
Alright, Mr. Chen, if I may see a photo ID and credit card as well, please.
Sure. What a beautiful hotel. Look at that. Finally checked in. So here's the plan. I'm to head to bed. I'm super extremely tired. Think I don't have much to do today. Get some food. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do my test, both the throat test and the blood test for antibody, in order to get the sort of like a green card to get on the flight heading to China. We'll focus on that. So, see you guys in a bit. I need to sleep. Good morning, everyone. Right now it's about 9 o'clock. I have the appointment for COVID testing at 9:30. So we're heading out to the JC house where I booked both throat and blood for the antibody test, and I'm a little bit nervous. This is actually the first time doing the COVID test, so we'll see how it goes. I show you all the procedures. We'll see how it goes.
Cut it off.
Oh, sorry about it.
No problem.
20 minutes later.
because of the privacy problem, so I wasn't able to go in and film exactly what happened, but it's actually pretty simple. I walk in, the nurse just hand me a couple of forms that I have to sign about like my names and address, and then the last form would be just for screening purposes. So if I have been outside Canada, have I been to airport or crowded places, or do I have flu or any of the symptoms, then once all those checked out, I hand it back, wait for a couple of minutes, they just ask me to get in. So when I walk in, there are 2 rooms. First one is where I do the nose test. Boy oh boy, that's the first time I do the COVID test. It's about this long of stick. It's really soft. The material can bend, so it goes inside the nose all the way in, and then the nurse would twist it a little bit, try to get some samples. It feels like it's very sore. Like if it's in Chinese we call it 感覺到酸, which is like you feel like the sourness kind of thingy. Like when the tube gets in my nose, immediately my tear tries to burst. It's just like, when you're swimming and you accidentally suck some water into your nose, that soreness inside your nose, it's exactly how it feels. I think that's why I have that expectation and it matches. But it wasn't actually that bad. It's exactly what I expected, how it's gonna feel. Nothing too hurtful or something. I think everybody can handle it. Once that's done, it will be put in the bag and then wait for testing. Then I went to the next room where they do the blood test. It's just here. So tie it up, see the vein and get the blood there. They got about like this much and a very thin tube, just one tube. That's it. Just like any other regular blood test you have, and it's pretty quick. I went in at about 9:30 and now it's 9:50. I wait for about 5 to 10 minutes to fill up the form and all that. Once I get in, it's just a couple of minutes, you'll be all done, and I'm free to go. Featuring Queen.
You're still me?
Yeah, but I couldn't actually film inside because of privacy. And I was walking in and that guy was like, hey, cut it off, and kicked me out, and then pointed me at the sign of no filming, no photo taking. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. It was like, yeah, that's all right, buddy, just cut it off and then come in. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Typical life of Simon vlog.
They do more than 140 people every day here.
How are they gonna send it on to your email?
Email. They're gonna send it to email by the end of tomorrow night. Like they said, it's before 9 o'clock, so. Yeah.
Then you have to go tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm leaving on 8th. Yeah. So, yeah, not too bad. Guys, I have got my result, and both of them are negative. I can finally get home. Wow. Yeah. I've been waiting for the entire morning, and it's like 3 o'clock in the evening right now. I got both of them back. Both of them are negative. It's time to apply for the green code and I can go back home. Yes. Yes. Well, I guess I can finally rest a bit and head to the airport tomorrow. This is January 8th and I'm finally about to head to the airport. Before I go to the airport, one last thing I need to do is to put on that protective cloth. It might look a little bit overkill, but you know, whatever. I'm flying back. I'm gonna be sealed in a metal container with hundreds of people, so let's do it. Apparently, I'm not wearing the protective clothes properly, according to one of my doctor friend, because I have those folds on my protective clothes. So folds will create air bubbles, and the air bubble is going to reduce the protective level on the protective cloth. So in case you are going to wear protective clothes, make sure you find a suitable size for you and make it flat on the surface, no air bubble created. This might actually be very overkill. Okay, it is a bit tight and well, there.
Good morning, how can I assist you?
Good morning. I just want you guys to know that I'm leaving and I have left the 2 keys inside the room.
Sure.
Yep, that's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Goodbye. I feel like the front desk lady looked at me and be like, what is he doing? What's wrong with him? Sorry. I need to protect myself. Sorry, not sorry. I can see nothing once again. Boy, I hope I put my goggles on properly, because I really don't know. But yeah, let's go. Check in. And then off I go. Goodbye, Toronto. I'll miss you. Okay, it's confirmed. People looked at me like an idiot. They're like... Just past the security and check in. Let me find a place to sit down first. I'm gonna be here for like 2-3 hours here in the airport. Anyways, basically, while I was waiting in line, the check-in handed me a piece of paper to confirm that you know, who I am, where I'm going, which flights and days, etc. And then make sure that I have the green code, which is provided by the Chinese government. Using that, I was able to get into the airport, you know, get through the check-in stuff. Now after that, you know, security and all that, it's actually not that bad. Not too many people at this hour. Once I get in, I'm here. I actually have a class. Oh, I actually have a class right now, and I'm to go.
寻找旅客林立耿先生，请您。
74A。
74，从这边往后跳，或者是刚刚。
Wow. Everyone on board is like they're all covered. This really is different from what we normally see. Here is my seat.
你好。这我给你。 衣服什么的，我先帮你拿进去。两位一起了吗？
This is surprisingly crowded. Much more crowded than what I expect.
对，
Alright.
不然因为每个人都一个大箱子，他不会。
312 is from transmit your baggage on the seat in front of you. You can please
From Toronto to Guangzhou is 14 hours and 30 minutes.
我们将一如既往守护您的每一段健康愉快的旅程。Enter fly mode. Please take care of your electronics.
Every single crew on board is like all covered up. Compared to when I fly from Sydney to Toronto, it's completely different atmosphere as how serious people are treating this virus, this pandemic right now. Anyways, we see how the flight go and fingers crossed, safely get to ground and then start my quarantine in Guangzhou. Alright.
Many unbearable hours later.
To the requirements of Beijing Airport health authorities after the plane completed stop. All passengers, please remain seated. Please remain.
Thank you. So I'm 264. I need to wait till they call my name. Guess now you know why China can control it properly, because this is f***ing serious. This is almost the end of this vlog of getting back to China. It has been some long days. After getting called by number, I headed to the custom check, providing my info, using my phone to fill up some required documents and informations, including the final destination of this trip. It is very hard to imagine how serious and strict people are treating this pandemic in China. Well, most people. I will talk about this in a second. Once I pass the custom check, every single passenger are heading to a modified secure room for COVID testing. Couple hundreds of people getting their result within 24 hours. And this time we're doing both nose and throat tests. Immediately after the test, an app for screening your pandemic status will be updated, showing that you are one of those doing centralized quarantine. The app will give you a real-time update QR code, and you need this code to get into various places such as restaurants, supermarkets, and other public places after a quarantine. You can easily access it through your phone. When you do quarantine is randomized. You don't get to pick. All you can do is waiting in the line. Someone is going to put you onto a bus and bring you to the hotel. But can you imagine even the bus driver has full personal protective gear when security in Toronto airport only gets masks? Of course, not everyone will follow the rule. I heard that one of the passengers somehow ran away. Maybe by accident, not very likely, maybe on purpose. But important thing is, he's going to face some serious charges by breaking the law. And that's right, it's by law. Anyways, I was lucky that I got in one of the best hotel for quarantine. Beautiful room with a study table, AC, TV, shower, basically the same as what I get in Toronto. Except it only costs less than 70 Canadian dollars, tax included. And yes, priced by regulations. There are hundreds, if not thousands of people flying to China after some restrictions were being lifted. To control this situation, hard measures are being enforced. It needs traveler, frontline workers, and governments to work together to provide a safe bubble for everyone inside. I sincerely hope that people will consider each other more, follow necessary steps to keep each other safe, and we're in this all together. Lastly, I will start my quarantine, a 14+7 quarantine. I will see you all in a couple of weeks. Stay safe.